All right, to all my dear friends who wants to get spiritual, who are looking for Kabbalah and depth and power and love and feelings. So we are now we're on the third day of creation today, right? According to the Jewish calendar, we're within the 7 days of creation, and today's the third day. And the sixth day of creation is Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is this Saturday, Friday night till Saturday night, this Shabbat, and that's the new year for Jews and non-Jews. Is Rosh Hashanah is it's the new year for the world. What happens on Rosh Hashanah? Rosh Hashanah is an incredible time when everything gets rearranged. The whole it's a reboot. It's a complete reboot of all the forces of creation. And based on what we have done this year, God is going to rearrange everything for us based on what we have done and based on our vision of the coming year. God is going to rearrange everything so that you are going to be given the energy you need, the physical and spiritual gifts that you need, tools that you need in order to continue your mission in this world. So one Kabbalistic idea is that now that we go through the first 6 days of creation, we have to celebrate every day. Every day, the 7 days of creation correspond to the 7 sfirot, the 7 lower, I was going to say chakras, the 7 lower powers in the body. As you know, it's 7, so you have Chesed, the right arm, and the left arm, Gvura, Tiferet, torso, the right leg, Netzach, left leg, Hod, Yesod, the sexual organ, and then the feet is the Malchut, so which is love, the power of love, the power of expanding, then the power of limitation, the power of to direct and limits the energy of love and others. Then the ability to harmonize everything, that's Tiferes. Then and then the right leg is the ability for victory, success, the power, the strength to go in the world and to strive, to have courage and be successful. That's right. Left leg is the power of the ability to see the good, the ability to be grateful, the power of mindfulness, being grateful, meditation, being a mirror, reciprocating the good. Then you have Yesod, which is the power to connect two things, the power to unite. And then you have Malchut, the 7th, which is Shabbat, which is when the power to bring everything together in peace and make everything function properly, and be king over every element. So what we're doing, we're getting ready before Rosh Hashanah, and the 6th day is the day of Yesod. So every day we work on a different power, on a different energy, so that when you come Rosh Hashanah, you have worked on all those 7 powers. You have experienced, felt, recognized all those powers that God created into the world, because everything is made of those 10 powers, but we're focused on the 7th because they're the ones that we're most in touch with. And when we're able to do that, we create a vessel ready for the next 10 days, because from Rosh Hashanah, it's 10 days, it's called Asara Yemei Teshuvah, the 10 days of repentance, so to speak, of the return. And we have 10 days correspond to the 10 chakras, 10 sfirot that we have, which includes not only the powers that exist in our body, but also, the skull, the right and left lobe. So the power of the brain, Keter Chochma Bina, the crown, the information, power of wisdom, and the power of understanding. So if we do that properly, we'll be able to really connect to the root of creation. Rosh Hashanah, like I said, is the sixth day of creation, is the creation of Adam, of man, of humanity. And we need to understand, to celebrate humanity, to celebrate the world, to celebrate the creator of the world. We need to be able to see all the beauty, the powers that exist in the world. This is what it's all about. Now there are people, maybe even in our group, who are looking for powers for a negative purpose. Some, they want to take advantage, they want to become more powerful, they want to be able to do magic stuff and control, right? Forces of evil, negativity. But there are people who want to use that energy, those powers, right? Those energy of love, energy of strength, of harmony, and all that connection, in order to create unity, in order to unite spiritual and physical, in order to, get closer to God day by day. So that's what we're celebrating now. This is the work. And the more you come with good intention, the more you'll be blessed, and more you might be more challenged, but you'll be more protected by God too in the same time. With great power comes great responsibility. So this is a challenge. Learn about the 10 Sfirot, the 7 Sfirot. Learn how they relate to men. And again, I'm here for questions. If you have questions, please feel free to ask, and I will try to answer the best of my ability. But if you're not asking questions, you're not growing. So ask questions, look for, what you feel deep inside, what it is that you want, what it is that you're in pain, what it is that you're looking for. And that should bring questions on how to grow and get closer to God. Listen to the call on Rosh Hashanah, right? The new year, the head of the year, we blow, whatever. I'm not a good trumpet shofar thing, but we blow the voice. It's all about listening to your voice. The first thing that God told Abraham is Lech Lecha. Go to yourself. Go to you, to inside. What's your voice? What is that you feel here? Do you feel a void? Do you feel energy? Do you feel love? Do you feel anger? Do you feel pain? What it is that you feel here? This is God asking Ayeka, where are you? When Adam was hiding behind the trees of the Garden of Eden after the sin. Where are you? I'm looking for you. Don't be afraid. I'm here to help you. God is not here to punish you. God is not here to run after us. God is only running after us because He loves us, because He wants us to be happy. He wants to heal us. So stop hiding. Listen to your voice. Deal with it. Ask the question. Allow the pain and the thing that you hide from yourself to come out. There's nothing more spiritual about that. There's nothing more Kabbalistic about that. Kabbalah is opening up what's inside and dealing with it, understanding the mechanism, the system, the forces of darkness, the forces of light, the forces of pain, the forces of pleasure. A very interesting thing, if you take the word refuah in Hebrew, which is the word for healing, and you split it, you take the letters and rearrange the letters, is po or. Here is light. You want to heal, you want to know the secret of healing, you need to bring light there. When you bring light there, wherever there's light in that place, there is healing. And that's what we all need. We all need to heal. We all sick in our character traits, sick in our way we behave. Otherwise, you'll be always happy, always singing. Your soul is happy and singing all the time, but it's limited by the body. Don't let the body stop that. So listen to your voice, your inner voice. Don't hide anymore. Come in front of God. Tell him what's on your heart. Tell him all your pain, your problem, your struggles, your fear, all that. And then ask him for the tools you need to deal with it this year. And if you have questions, please feel free. Feel free to ask. All right. Happy New Year to everyone. Again, the New Year, we do 2 days. It's really 1 day, but according to Jewish tradition, there's a need in our world today to do 2 days because we're very, like I say, everything's binary and we need more energy to recharge. So it's Saturday and Sunday, starting from Friday night till Sunday night. This is gonna the New Year. Celebrate anyway. Put candles, put music, put incense. I don't know. Sing to God the beauty of creation. Celebrate that God is King of the world. Celebrate that you're a man, part of humanity, able to recognize God and crown him as the King of the world. Celebrate the fact that there's a relationship that you can connect to. Celebrate the powers that God put and how you're able to use them to connect to him, to make the world a better place. That's our opportunity, that's our greatness, that's our power. That God created the world and say, now I give you the powers in your hand and you can use it. Be creative like I was creative. Be powerful like I was powerful. Right? So God willing, may we all be successful and wish everybody a happy new year. Oh, one thing I have to add is Rosh Hashanah, right? It's the head. Everything's about the potential and the power of imagination. There's no more, whatever you imagine, you think here. The true power and the secrets in Kabbalah all deal with the mind, because your body reacts basically to what your mind sets, thinks, understands. That's why we need to envision the world the way you want it to be. Choose to live in Gan Eden. Choose to live in the world. Look at people not just as people, but as soul. Look at the world, not just like the Matrix. Anybody have saw the Matrix? This is what we do. You understand that the world, the physical world you see, materialistic world, is nothing else than a cloth, a garment around the spirituality and the code that God created. So we need to be able to unplug and envision, understand that if you look at the world a certain way, it will become and react to you that way. God reacts to the way we imagine the world. Again, the power of imagination is the most powerful. As Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. And in Judaism, imagination is the pathway to prophecy. Because the more you imagine and make it real to your third eye, to your mind's eye, that God is everywhere, is everything, is the only power, the more you're able to live it and experience it. Anything you imagine that is true, you will be able to connect to it. However, if you imagine things that are not true, if you go in the wrong Kabbalistic teachings or you learn religions or things that are not true, you will go into that world, but it will not be real. So it's like being in a limbo, like Inception. You get stuck into a dreamland, a multiverse. So try to envision the world the way it is taught in the Torah, the way God taught it to us through our Kabbalistic tradition and our Torah. And God willing, we'll all be able to achieve a true vision and live the vision that we see, to live the way, that's the one main reason why we learn the Torah. We learn the Torah because it gives us the true vision of how the world really is, filled with light, filled with love, filled with energy. Everything is energy, E equals MC squared, right? That energy is rooted in the spiritual. So we understand that we can connect to anything in the world. But that everything is ultimately rooted in God. So Rosh Hashanah the head of the year is reconnecting to the source of everything that we experienced the whole year. Any pain, any feelings, any sensation, any experiences is all from one source, which is God. And that's the celebration. That's the beauty. That's what we're trying to reconnect to. And if you connect it to the source, everything is possible. Everything is possible. So happy new year.